Hello, hi. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Dorcas Mundua, and it has been a really long while since I did this, vlogging, and it actually does feel good to be doing this again. So, today is the 1st of June. We've moved halfway into the year, and that's a huge thing, like moving halfway into the year, healthy, alive, and well. That's a really huge thing. But for me, the 1st of June is a lot more than just moving halfway into the year. The 1st of June was, I do not know which one is the right term. My father's birthday. He is late now. The 1st of June was the biggest celebration of the year for us as a family. It was like the highlight of the year. It was like, it was the Christmas of the family actually. Because it was, Daddy put in his all in celebrating his birthday. It was such a special day to him, such a special day that he would go all out on it. He'd have like a big birthday party. He would just want to spend it with family and friends. And actually, I remember I was 69th birthday. I took him out for drinks. That day it was a much smaller occasion. It was just me and him. We went out for dinner and drinks. And I remember when we were there, he kept like telling everyone who cared to listen, I'm 69 today, today is my birthday. Like random people. Like when we'd be there and then someone would like just say hello, he'd go like, by the way, it's my birthday today. Like that's how special his birthday was to him. So I actually remember we were watching a football game. It was a Manchester game. Manchester, I don't know what team they were playing, my dad was a staunch Manchester fan. And then so we made friends with people because of the teams. Like, how when you watch football, when you support the same team with someone, you just become friends in the moment. So we made a number of friends. And, like midway the game, for no reason whatsoever, he just felt the need to go like, as you're shouting for Manchester, shout for me. It's my birthday today. My father loved his birthday. It was such a special occasion for us as a family. And, today is the 1st of June and Daddy isn't here. It made me feel a certain kind of way. I mean, my heart is at peace because I know he's resting. My heart is at peace because I know he's in a better place. But there's still, how do I put it? There's still that unnice feeling, just knowing that the day is happening and he's not here. And we're not telling random people in bars that it's his birthday or trying to arrange a party. Today is a weekday, it's a Wednesday, so we'll probably just be going out for dinner as a family and planning what we're going to do over the weekend, making arrangements for the party, making arrangements for hosting people and all of that. And the day is going on and none of that is happening. So yeah, that does make me feel a certain kind of way. But I know wherever he is, he's celebrating. I know he's celebrating. I know that he's celebrating. Wherever he is right now, he's celebrating. It's heaven. He's celebrating. I'm sure he's stopping every angel who passes. Like today is my birthday. Today is the day my mom gave birth to me. Today is the day I blessed the earth. Like, I know he's rubbing it in whoever's face, wherever he is. Because that's definitely the kind of person who was about birthdays. What I had in mind for when I was making this vlog was talking about dealing with grief. When it came to midnight, at that time, when we began the 1st of June, when I was going through old videos of Daddy's birthday celebrations in my computer, when I was going through albums of birthday celebrations, what I had in mind was to talk about dealing with grief because of how I felt at that point going through all of that. Like the feelings, I don't know how to explain what exactly I felt going through me, but when I felt all of that, I said, I want to talk about dealing with grief. One thing I have come to terms the most with when dealing with grief is there's no formula. There's really no formula to dealing with grief. Today you'll feel fine. Like I could promise you all the days before today, I felt like, I have gotten the hang of it. I think I have finally come to terms with it. And then it's 1st June and I'm crying like a baby, like, Baba just went this morning and I'm getting the news for the first time. So I've come to terms with there's no formula, One time you think you're okay, one time you think you're getting past it, and then there's a trigger and you are back at all the emotions that you thought you were past. And that's okay. That's one thing I've come to realize. It's okay. It's okay to accept that there's no formula, and some days will be good and some days will be triggers, and it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to let yourself feel these feelings, and it doesn't matter that you think it's been so many years after this person was gone. You still never get the hang of it. You know, the feelings will always still come back. So for me, dealing with grief, one of the things I've had to accept is there's no formula. And I remember when, in the last days of Baba's life, when he slipped into a coma, this is weird, but I began mentally preparing myself for him leaving. And I felt like if I mentally prepare for it now, when it actually happens, I will be okay with it and it won't really affect me. I was wrong. I really lied to myself. So like I began coming to terms with it. I began saying, you know what, if I start accepting it now, you know, when it actually eventually happens. A backstory. When Baba slipped into coma, as we were notified that that was it. There was no coming out of it. So I began preparing for that was it. And when he actually passed on and I got the news it passed on, I'm like, you know what, I've been expecting this, I'm good. I'll just go home, let the kids know that Baba has gone, and we're past this. You know, I think I'm ready for it. I've been preparing for it for about 4-5 days, almost a week, so we're good. Guys, I lied to myself. That is really not how it works. Because after like a week, there were so many triggers and I'm like, wait, he's not coming back. And I had all these raw emotions, and then I wailed and then I cried, and I'm like, oh my god, all the preparation I thought I was doing did not help me at all. Why am I crying? Why am I feeling bad? Why am I sad? Why is all of this happening to me? But now I've come to terms with that. There's no formula for grief. You know, it's always going to keep slapping you in faces. Another thing I have come to terms with when dealing with grief is to let yourself feel the feelings. Do not suppress the pain, do not suppress the anger, do not suppress the sorrow. I let myself get through all the emotions. If it's pain, you know, there are days when it hits you and it's just a pang of pain, I let myself feel it. Like, feel it and then let it go. If it's anger, which is a very normal emotion, by the way, for when you lose a loved one. You get angry. You can be angry at the world, angry at them for leaving, whichever. As long as it's anger, feel it. Feel the anger and let it go. If it's sorrow, feel it and let it go. That's one thing I have learned. Feel the emotions. Do not suppress them. Because when you suppress them, then you are headed for depression. What I realized when I thought I was preparing myself for it earlier was I was suppressing the emotions. So before I finally let myself actually break down and feel the emotions and let them get through me and get out of me, I began realizing I was going on a downhill of depression. But when you start feeling the emotions, it helps a bit, because when you release them, you don't feel too trapped, and it helps. I don't know how to explain it any better, but it helps. And those have been some of the ways I have learned to deal with grief. And I've also learned to surround myself with so much positive energy, surround myself with people and things that uplift my mood, especially in times when I feel like I have felt the emotions and the emotions are starting to take charge. Actually, that's another thing. When you let yourself feel the emotions, feel them and let them go. Do not feel them and let them control you. Do not let the emotions take over you. Feel them and let them go. So whenever I find myself in a situation where I am feeling the emotions and they're starting to become overwhelming, I try to surround myself with people who make me feel uplifted. Personally, I like to read books, articles, a lot of stuff. I really just like to read. So when I find myself in that kind of situation, I look for things, articles, literature that's genuinely going to uplift me, or spend time in the company of people that I feel will uplift me. It helps. This is relative, but for me personally, I have tried to get distractions. Try to get pastimes that distract me. I have been involved a lot more in swimming classes, so it's like, it makes me happy when I swim. So when I feel like sometimes I'm getting a bit overwhelmed by the feelings that I do not want to let take over me, I go out for a swim, I have learned to take walks. That's a pastime I have adapted. It was never really me before, but I have learned to take walks, and it helps. Just take a walk out there and see nature. I realized I like flowers when I began taking walks, and when I get to see flowers, I'm happy, and it helps me calm down. And those are a bit of the ways I have tried to deal with grief, surrounding myself with positive energy, be it the people I am with, or the literature I am reading, or the pastimes I am taking. Just basically positive energy, things that are uplifting. And it's really helped. But then also accepting to feel the feelings, accepting to go through the emotions, but going through them to let them go. Like, feel the emotions and let them go. Like I said, don't feel the emotions and let them take over you. Also, do not suppress the emotions when they come. And also, I have come to terms with the fact that it's okay not to be okay. I actually realized there was a point when I used to put myself on so much pressure to feel fine, so much pressure to feel like, time has passed, because Baba has been gone about a year and a half. So I put myself on so much pressure to say, what, it's been a year, man, I should be past this. But when I came to terms with the fact that it's okay not to be okay sometimes, I felt better. Because when I put myself on that pressure to feel okay, I would realize I'm now putting myself on a downhill to depression. Because now I'm questioning, why am I not okay? Why am I still feeling like this? Am I a weakling? But when I came to terms with the fact that it's okay not to be okay, I actually feel good about it. Like when I have the off days, I'm like, okay, this is an off day. I feel the emotions, I let them out. If I want to cry, I cry it all out. And then I pick up a good book and read it, or I take a walk and look at flowers and feel better. I have still not gotten the hang of dealing with grief, but I am in a much better place than I was a year ago. So I guess one day at a time, take a step at a go, a day at a time. One step at a time, a day at a go. That thing. One day at a time. And I'll definitely get there, I believe. I'll definitely master how to deal with it better. And at least one thing for a fact is I know there will always be the off days, and I'm glad I have come to terms with that. But one day at a time. And I'm getting there. And Baba, I hope you are having a blast on your day. I hope you have reminded all the angels that it's your birthday. I hope they're celebrating him. Here, in my own little way, I have tried to celebrate him. I have made framings of pictures, favorite pictures. I went through the albums, picked out favorite pictures, I'm framing them. I'm going to scatter them all over the households. That's my own little way of remembering him and celebrating his birthday with him. And it's helping me, because for me that's uplifting my spirit, and it's helping me deal with grief and making me feel a lot happier. Thank you for watching until this far. So I was doing a series about motherhood and keeping up with motherhood, which I'd paused for a while, but I hope to resume that this month. I hope to be vlogging more and bring you up to speed on how far that has come. So I do hope to resume that this month. I hope to vlog a lot more this month and actually bring you up to speed on the motherhood journey vlog, as well as I intend to diversify my content and do a lot more other things on my vlog. So keep checking on the notifications and see what new things I have in store for you. Until next time.